It's
Mr.
the unfortunate reality of hearing me.
I can see you. I can see you on the sound source, so you should be heard. Plus, I had Miss Phallic on here the other day, so should be all set up. How you doing, sir? This is
Doing
our first
good.
time. Not our first time speaking. We've spoken over on K-Huck, right?
Correct, Amundo.
She a cool girl. She a cool chick.
She is, and I feel so terrible for her tonight.
Why? What's going on with Miss K-Huck? Mrs. K-Huck. Sorry.
She is she she is interviewing what can be nicely called a clout goblin.
Oh, well, there's no shortage of those on the internet.
Yeah, well, this clout goblin made statements such as if a woman kills their assaulter, that the woman should be charged and like be treated worse than if like the assaulter was caught. She actually debated Destiny on this topic a few years ago.
And then Destiny probably was just like, I took a lot of HDHD medicine. That's what it's like. Not dating Destiny. I'm sure that's even worse. But debating Destiny, it's basically just him like on an ADHD fueled medication rage, where he's just yelling louder than everybody else.
Oh yeah.
He is louder on TikTok. I am louder on TikTok. I don't know why that's the case. I don't know what's up with that. You know what? I think it's probably because they have. No, my mic's pretty loud. Or are you saying that John's louder on TikTok?
I think they're trying to say that I'm louder on TikTok.
Is it like too loud? Because it should be fine. Like they run off the same sound sources.
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, you can just like lower my volume a bit in Discord.
That's fine. We're just gonna let it roll. We're gonna let it ride.
Hmm.
You should be. You should. Yeah, my guest. All right. Let me see here. I'll just turn you down just a smidgy poo. You're right. You're not. I don't even got you too loud. You ain't even too loud. All right, John. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? What's your channel about? What do you like to what strikes your fancy over on the YouTubes and wherever else you stream?
So I like covering the latest internet drama, like most people in this like semicircle. Recently today I went over the Amaru and a Mizkif situation, which
Okay.
is just it's because like I like first and foremost I try to be like I'm not a comedian, but just like haha, jokes throughout the stream, lighten the mood a bit. This topic was so hard to make jokes on. I mean,
oh yeah, the Emir. Yeah, it's weird. I was just basically making fun of Miss Kiv's eyebrows. Okay,
they're
Thanos
really
Crew says
bushy.
in her headphones, I can barely hear him. I don't understand. I just turned him up a little bit in the Discord. Is that better? Let me make sure that let me see where my output's going. Because it could be that the output's going into the board. Okay, Blue Jay says thumbs up. Is that better?
Me cooking with
So can you
gasoline.
guys hear him now? I don't know what's going on.
Testing.
Here, on Twitch, hear him fine on Twitch, a bit lower than EG, but I can still hear him. Thank you, Crazy Cat Lady. See, if it's on Twitch, it should be the same exact thing on YouTube.
That you see that I was thinking that too. Is like, shouldn't it all be like the same output?
Yeah, I have no clue. It blows my mind that it could be louder on one platform and not the other.
The wonders of OBS. The wonders of OBS.
It really is. It's really one of them things where that's why whenever I have a problem with OBS, I just get people making fun of me for calling me a professional streamer.
Oh no, dude! At least once a stream, there's always some type of technical issue. It's like, I'm sorry, guys, the page is loading in wrong. It's taking a second.
It looks like everybody's saying you can hear him better now. Okay, yeah, I turned him up on the desktop audio, which was probably the culprit there. All right, so let's go back to revisit the situation. So we talked about this yesterday, Miru and Miska. First off, how does a guy like that pull her? Because she is a total babe, and he kind of looks homeless a lot of the time.
He gives like aging frat boy vibes.
He's giving homeless frat boy.
Yeah,
like I got into a really good school, became an alcoholic, and failed out. But my fraternity brothers still love me.
My stupid dad wouldn't bail me out.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's okay because I hated him anyway.
So what had happened was, Emeru was obviously like an up and coming streamer. She was being considered for OTK. She did develop some stalkers because, unfortunately, if you are a popular, attractive woman on these streaming platforms, you will have stalkers. So, as a way of like officially introducing her to the org, Ms. Kiff allowed her to move in the content house, which I think everyone's I think that's exactly what it is. It's a content house because everyone's pointing out how weird it was for her to move in with him.
Yeah, how old
Um,
was she? Because she had to be young. Also, and thank you, Little Do, for finding the YouTube, man. Good to see
well,
you
I don't
over
know
here.
about her age, but Ms. Kiff, as of now, is in his 30s, so he's like in his mid to late 20s as this is all happening.
Okay, yeah, because she does look very young, and now I don't know if that's just because she's like feminine and petite or whatever, but it's
She's
a little
27.
weird.
She's 27.
Okay, so it's not that big of it. So it's probably like maybe 5 year age gap. Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
that bad. What did you think of the guy coming up and hugging her at
Oh
TwitchCon?
God, dude, it is so like first off, like I don't know how many conventions you've been to. I've never been to a VidCon or a TwitchCon, but like there was like a semi-local con I would go to every couple of years when I was a kid, and yeah, it's always like the lines are designated with like rope and stuff, and then you have like assistants and con staff surrounding the celebrities. So that way you can't just bum rush them and like do whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
The fact that like it's not even organized like that, that people can just like walk around and like join any line, I think is like ridiculous. And then Dan Clancy, I don't know if you've seen this, he did that interview with Taylor Lorenz, an
Oh
infamous
God,
journalist in the space.
yeah,
And
great journalist.
yeah, and he was like, well, it's really up to we give them the tools to make sure that they ban people like this. It's like, dude, the issue isn't him bothering her while she's streaming. The dude went up to her. Thank God he didn't have a weapon on him because you guys would have been able to do. I don't know how often we could swear on
No,
here.
you
They
could
they
curse. Go
they
for it.
they they would able to do jack and shit.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, I'm not shocked though that that is what goes on in TwitchCon because I feel like they're just money mules
Hmm.
to Twitch.
I feel like it's a good way of like fun. I feel like there's some sort of scam involved. Like it's a way to like dump money in somewhere.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's really sad. I think Twitch is a dying platform. I think a lot of people feel the same way. TikTok is between TikTok and YouTube. They're both still the top dogs. That's why whenever I tell anybody who wants to who's like, oh, yo, I want to get into content creating. Where should I go? I'm thinking of doing Twitch. Like I've been on Twitch almost 2 years now, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna not lie, 75% of the subscribers I have over there are people that were trying to sell me something. Like I think I have
That
like
makes
almost
sense.
200, and like I'm pretty sure 170 of them are people at some point that were trying to like hack my Discord or something of that
Oh
nature.
yeah. It's like buy bot viewers right now. I used to get
Yeah.
that when I was like streaming like gameplay stuff.
It's like, hey man, I love your content. Give me your Discord. And it's like, I don't know you. Why am I gonna give you my Discord? And I know you don't love the content because I've never seen you in here before, and I probably am never gonna see you again after this.
Yeah, it's like one of those. Hi, long time listener, first time caller.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, dude. It's nuts.
But
EG, can you pull up this guy so I could see what he looks like? It's driving me crazy to hear him but not see him. Well, I don't know if he does face cams or not, and some people care about their anonymity
uh,
on the internet, so I
I
can't
actually
volunteer that
have
though.
shown my face before. If you give me 1 second, to get the camera set up, I will actually
Oh
uh
yeah, that'd be dope. I'd love to get you face camming over here.
BRB
So wait,
slightly.
yeah, no worries. I think I missed it, chapter. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Oh, that's my other Discord.
Old Discord.
Oh, there he is. All right, let me fix this so that I can show these people your lovely face, sir. Where? I get so many brain farts on YouTube, and I'll be like, I'm supposed to do something, but I don't
Oh no,
remember what
yeah,
it
it's like
is.
it's like, oh, I know exactly what to do in this situation. But
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing
yeah.
something, but I can't remember what it is.
Is Nerdy getting
All right,
mugged? No, no, Wookie, I'm not getting mugged.
are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the Nerdy John face reveal in 3, 2, 1? I
How
wish
we
I had a
doing?
soundboard effect. I wish I had a soundboard effect to be like, ah, look at
Oh my
that face,
god.
good, perfect symmetry. The glasses and the hat bring it all together.
Hey, hang on. Gotta do like the like the shocked reaction face.
Yeah, the Home Alone 2 face, or
Yeah,
just the Home Alone face.
yeah. You know,
I saw. Go ahead.
Oh, I was
I'm
I
just
was
reading from chats.
I was just gonna say I blame Home Alone for like the reaction faces that we see now.
Dude, bro, you are so right. Because that movie did so much money. Everybody's like, it's got to work. It worked for Kevin McAllister. Why wouldn't it work for
Gotta
me?
do the pog face.
Yep. I saw Trilogy Media talking about Bull. Did they? That's a big
I
endorsement.
blame Home
And if
Alone for
they
like.
can't get him back, I don't know who will. Uh, Everybody says, "Oh, hello. Hope you are well. Hey, what's up, sweet? Good to see you." Look at him. It's a professional streamer. Yeah, we're both professional streamers, so together we make the Megatron of professional streamers.
Yeah, I'm actually secretly like a streamer millionaire. You know, I stream I
I
I
know
ha-
it.
I have the secret streaming account that no one knows about, but it gives me like millions upon millions of dollars a year. That's why I'm in a studio.
I don't know why, but I was picturing like an Asian guy. I don't know what it was about your voice, but it was giving Asian fella.
Oh god, the temptation to do a Fu Manchu is so strong right now.
Hey, you know, you know who else isn't? K-Hawk doesn't show her face ever on stream either. But I think it's probably harder for a female to show her face
Yeah,
online.
cause like it's like when a guy streams, it's like you're gonna get the occasional like, oh, you're ugly comment, but it's like a girl,
Yeah,
it's like you're gonna get those weird creepy guys that are infatuated with you.
I think that's true. Like they could care less that she's married. They would just be like, "Oh, you should be with me. I watched every
No,
stream and I feel our connection."
dude, there's oh, you probably don't know this story. There was a guy infamous in like me and K-Hux section of the internet called Echo Tragedy, where he would buy the nudes of a lot of girls involved in the community, and then he would share them with like his guy friend group, and he was trying to get K-Huck to send him
Sent
nudes.
what?
Yeah,
That is wild.
and then she like rightfully points out, I'm married. He goes, oh well, your husband can hold your breasts in the photo.
But everybody's got a price for the $1 million man.
Well, you
Blue
know
Jay
the
says
infamous
right.
phrase, I ain't gay, but $20 is $20.
That's right. If you got to ask about it, you can't afford it. Blue Jay, right? Don't you think he is a good-looking guy who sort of looks like Ed? I'm not familiar with who Ed is, but they're definitely digging you, Nerdy John. I think you
I,
got a career as a FaceTime streamer,
I don't know.
face cam.
I've always been told I got the face for radio.
Hey, we all do, brother. We all do.
It would help if my ring light.
Now you're Mudahar in it right now.
Oh God!
You got
Hello,
the Mudahar.
guys. It's me, a
Now you-
Mudahar here.
Now you just need to tell everybody you're an engineer and you'll be set.
Oh my God! True.
I will
Hold
say
on.
the silhouette kind of was cool. It was like mysterious. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like
If
who's that?
If you don't give me $5,000 right now, a bomb will go off.
I have your son.
Yeah.
If you ever want to see him again.
And then you gotta go into like a Liam Neeson speech.
Yeah, I'm a man with a professional set of skills. I may not be able to find you and make you miserable, but I will be able to tell everybody about you
I will call
and
you
make
gay
them
on the
think,
internet.
yeah, and judge you judge you harshly. I heard EG has the face for bottoming. That makes no
What
sense.
the?
It's a running. They
Dude.
swear to God I'm a gay man, and they swear to God that I'm a bottom. I don't know
I
where
don't.
this all
I don't know.
started.
There's not a lot of hairy bottoms out there. A lot of gay men want like their bottoms to be like hairless twinks.
That's true. Hang on one second. He looks like Ed Sheeran, the singer. Thank you for the $2, Daniel's crew. By the way, guys, Nerdy, what's your channel so people can go check you out? Are you live right now?
I am. I'm not showing the face cam on stream right now because
Oh, damn.
yeah.
We special over here, guys.
nerdyjohn.to2 because yes, I did make this channel when I was 13, and yes, I'm not changing it. It's better than some I've seen. You know there's an animation YouTuber by the name of I Love Kim Possible a lot. That is their full channel name. And
Are
they're
they
surprised.
successful?
I mean, they were successful when like My Little Pony was popular. Now they're striking a bunch of people on the internet to make fun of them.
That's just lame. Like, I think getting made fun of is great publicity.
It
I got
really
in a big
is.
fight with Aiden Underground because
oh my God,
he
not
apparently
Eden projects.
yeah, I used to give him a lot of shit on X because I thought that he was just like I don't know. I thought when that whole Tommy and Chud thing was going down, I felt like he was just trying to be like, let me into this drama, please. And he just kept trying to insert him.
I have opinions that I would like to share.
And eventually I kept like busting his balls about it, and Tippy messaged me. He's like, Aiden just called you out on your stream. I was like, oh, I'm going over there. And I was at work at the time when he was live, and he goes, get in here now. We'll talk. And I'm like, I'm at work, bro. And then everybody in the chat made fun of me for having a job.
Dude, I'm sorry, I'm not a
so
trust fund kid who goes to Italy whenever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. Aiden is the unemployed, the voice of the unemployed, I guess.
Dude, I hate his haircut. At least the haircut he had when he was like actively doing all that, he looked like such a fucking like just a douchebag.
I feel like whatever he looked like at his bar mitzvah, he was just like, yeah, this works forever. This is my luck. Aiden's a smart kid, though. I mean, he just, I don't know, a little full of himself, a little egotistical, but I think most of the guys in that space kind of are.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like he tried too hard to appear legitimate because he out of that group, he was the youngest outside like Lieutenant Corbus, who got popular.
Yeah, and I was just a kid saying things that made you go, what did she just say? That was
God, now she's a like full-blown alt-righter, like Nazi type. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's quite a transformation. It's like going from being like, she kind of based to, whoa, I don't know about that.
A lot of people were blaming her brother for everything. They like, do you remember what was her name? Little Tay from back in the day?
Yeah, the Little Tay, the little Asian girl.
Yeah, oh dude, it was so creepy because like that that Lil Tay is like over 18 now, and when she was making her OnlyFans, she was like advertising it as like a barely legal thing, kind of like Belle Delphine.
She made an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I
am fortunate enough to have never seen it, but it's like it is so weird seeing how many people were like waiting for that to happen. Like I don't know if you remember like the Catch Me Outside girl who was on like Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Bad Baby.
When she turned 18, hers was like the biggest possible on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I think she made like couple million bucks on the first day, and she wasn't even like showing her nudes or whatever. I still don't think she shows her nudes or anything on there.
I mean, hey, if you can get away with it and still like make shit tons of money, more power to you, I guess, right?
Listen, if someone was like, hey, EG, if you start showing nudes online, we can guarantee you $100,000 this month, I'd be like, all right, I guess here we go. I don't know why anybody wants to see this, but
I would never have to worry about another bill ever again.
Yeah. I mean, Carl's got a leg up on us on that, but I do think so. It's an exchange. So girls can get that money very easily using their assets, but unfortunately, what comes with that is that nobody really cares what you have to say. Like nobody's there because of your hard-hitting journalism. I think that's what works for K-Huck too, because the fact that she denies people like getting crushes on her and stuff by using just her personality is why people listen to her.
Well, like
And I
plus
think
plus two, it's like she feels like a weird, not a weird niche as like a negative thing, but like I think a niche that like I don't think a lot of people knew that they wanted. It's like she's a Midwestern mom giving her take on drama, and I think there's a uniqueness to that.
yep. And I think that that's kind of where I went into this and I said, you know what? There's enough edgelords on the internet for like the young 20 somethings, but
Hmm.
there, anybody who's older who wants to get an opinion on this isn't being really marketed to. So that's where I kind of targeted my audience. I wanted people who were a little my age and older who are still into interesting, topics and stuff. And that's kind of where I've kind of um, directed my target audience,
Hmm.
and because I'm 39, I'm gonna be 40 in April, and I kind of just I feel like there's a market for people, and it's not even like we talk only about drama anymore. Like now I've kind of traveled off into doing a bunch of different things, and we do a lot of body cams. So now it's kind of like we've kind of all evolved from one specific genre that we got started in to a whole new type of genre that we've been messing with, to other genres that we mess with, and
Hmm.
it's uh it's nice and it keeps everything fresh and different. But as far as the YouTube algorithm goes, I'm sure they're like, what do we do with you?
Right,
Like
right.
one
It's
week you're
like,
doing
who do we market you towards?
one second you're Leon Lush, the next second you're this guy over here that isn't doing well. But
Right, right. Well, I like because the show is called Nerdy Live. I do like talking about like nerd culture topics. Like we've been talking a lot about like Japanese live action shows that have been coming out. I want to see because on Twitter, the official like Godzilla account made a teaser that they're going to do something for like the 71st anniversary of Godzilla. So I'm hoping they announce something like a new movie, maybe a game. But I'm anxiously anticipating that.
yeah, you know what I was randomly looking at the other day was I got into this rabbit hole checking out the story behind VR Troopers. You remember that
Oh
show
my
back in
god,
the
VR
day?
Troopers is such an interesting case because when Saban bought the rights to it, it was originally going to be called Cybertron. It was going to star
Hmm.
Jason David Frank as the solo hero, but then they were able to get him back on Power Rangers, and so it got
Dude, a
restrict.
fan mail, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that, so
and
many people are like, we want Tommy back, and it was supposed to be the guy that was the lead of VR Troopers that was going to play the White Ranger, which I think he probably would have been a pretty good White Ranger. Obviously, he's no Tommy.
hmm no, yeah, I think like VR Troopers is actually like if we're looking at that early Saban lineup, I think it's actually a pretty underrated show. But then when Jason David Frank left that project to go back on Power Rangers, they had to retool it. They bought the rights to another show that was part of like the same series. And so they did like a mashup of like, okay, well, like we'll add two more characters because like in that show that they bought, there were two superheroes instead of just one.
Hmm.
But the problem was there was no interactions with like the two
Metal
shows
Man.
whatsoever. I think there might have been
Yeah.
like a movie where they had briefly like teamed up, but like that's very limited footage that you can use. So what they had to do um was they had to use like really shitty green screen effects to like um composite
Insert him.
all the characters in one place at some points.
I don't know why they just didn't invest in making some costumes for them
They
guys. And
did. They did, but not in the way you think. They were saving money, and so whenever they had to use their own footage, they because the shows that they bought the rights to were filmed in the 80s.
yeah.
The suits were not long gone, but they were in storage. They weren't available to buy. So they had to repaint Red Ranger costumes and like the difference is so obvious that they gave them like a unique name. It's like this is the cyberspace armor, and they actually made toys of the Red
Hey
Ranger
Meg.
repaints.
I see my old friend Meg over there on TikTok. Thanks for stopping by, dear. And yeah, That's essentially what killed VR Troopers, though, right? Because even though the show was successful and it was pulling in good numbers, because it was right after Power Rangers,
Hmm.
it was the fact that they ran out of that Japanese stock footage and they couldn't
Yes.
reuse characters.
Yes, and so the series that they took that footage from was called Metal Heroes. Now, Metal Heroes did continue, but not in the direction that would have been beneficial towards VR Troopers. So instead, they made a new show called Big Bad Beetleborgs because
Oh yeah, the Beetleborgs. I
yeah,
remember
and
that.
but eventually that had to die too because the um
Stock
the
footage.
the stock footage and the Metal Heroes series ended after 1997.
Yeah, yeah, it's
And
wild.
yeah, and then there was one more show that they did like that called Masked Rider, where they bought three different things. They bought two movies and they bought the rights to a show, which despite being under the name of like Common Rider, which is like the Japanese name, they were they weren't related whatsoever. And so you had like this weird mishmash of like, oh, here's high quality movie footage here, but then here's like really grainy footage from like the 80s.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's crazy to me that Japanese culture like would make that show in the 70s and 80s for it just to absolutely explode in the 90s. But I
Mm.
do feel like Japanese culture really knows how to entertain and tell good stories, and I think that's something that Hollywood is. One, you could see it in their live action when they create a live action anime.
Mm.
The stories are just not as good, and even though you know it's so much cheaper now to make special effects than it was, they still have a hard time being able to like tell the stories the Japanese culture can do, like
Oh
especially with
yeah.
and wasn't Power Rangers over in Japan, Super Sentai, wasn't it that was a much more darker version of Power Rangers than what we got.
Yes, yes. So like the Japanese censors are kind of weird. So like when it comes to like their kid shows, they will allow from like mild blood. So like for example, when a character gets defeated, they're all like bruised up and you'll see like blood drip down the lip. Um and then like you'll have characters that actually do die occasionally, especially like early on. Most shows nowadays, because like shows like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider are still continuing. They're a bit more kidified. They do handle some like topics that like usually you don't see explored in
Hmm.
American media, especially for kids. But like what's really amazing is that like these Japanese shows are made for like minuscule budgets, even compared to like American television. I, and they're still able to like for the most part produce like some quality storytelling and some decent special effects for TV. To name like a movie, Godzilla minus zero, minus one, sorry, that movie what had a budget of like $2 to $3 million in the U.S. Like if
Hmm.
with the exchange rate, and it made like 10 times, like it made well over its budget in like the global market.
Yeah, it's nuts. How it was almost like they got the double dip. Like they got to run like a decade in in Japanese
Mm.
television and make some money, and then they got to come over to America and make a whole nother. Well, they didn't. Power Rangers was one of the few shows that started doing their own footage because it was so successful that they didn't want to like miss that cat. Like they were making more than enough to be able to actually keep producing the show and
Yeah,
still turn a
actually,
profit.
that was the funny thing with early Power Rangers was that like Saban made enough money from season one to go to the original Japanese producers and like, hey, can you like make more footage for me?
Yeah. Yeah, and they'd be dumb not to, because you know at that time America's economy was booming, and the '90s was a
Oh
good
yeah, and
time
I think
for.
there's not I don't think there's necessarily like a royalty thing going on with the owners of Super Sentai and Saban, but it was like you're still paying for the rights, you're still paying for this footage, so like they're getting their money back.
Hmm. Yeah, you know what? The one episode of the Power Rangers always like scared me as a kid was that one monster that was like eating them. That I don't know if you remember that specific
Was it
one,
the
but there
pig
was a.
monster?
It might have been, yeah, but probably was a pig monster because he. The last thing you would see is like the Power Rangers' feet trying to kick as
Yeah.
they were getting eaten alive.
Mm.
And I don't know, as a kid, that terrified the living crap out of me. And I think like only one of them was able to. I think it was like Zach or something was the last one alive and had to figure out a way to,
Save
save his
everyone.
friends. And every time he would eat them, one of them would pop up, like their face would pop up on the belly of the pig. And I'm like,
Mm.
that's terrifying. Like, just getting eaten. And I think that's what made me really into Attack on Titan too. When the opening episode of that show, I showed it to my daughter, and like she was like, I don't need to watch it anymore. She was, this is the greatest show of all time, and I don't want to see anymore because if it gets worse, I'm just gonna be sad.
Well,
It's
that
like it,
like I would argue like it definitely gets more depressing. It does. I
yeah.
wouldn't say it gets worse though. But no. Speaking of Attack on Titan, like the what happened, like what you think the premises is at episode 1, and then what happens at like the series finale is just not. It's like night and day when it comes to that.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan. I know that Charlie Moist Critical liked the ending of it, but I don't know. I wasn't a
Mhm.
huge fan of the end of it. I just didn't feel like I felt like the Titans should have been more of a their own entity as instead of like being like controlled or whatever. Because I
Mhm.
think it took away from the horror factor of the whole thing, and then the main character becomes like a controversial figure, and like he's like a
Yeah, and then
bad
it's
guy all
like
of a sudden fighting all his friends.
you get like a weird like these weird anime fans are like, well, actually, Aaron is right for what he does, and we should look at other historical figures and see if they're right.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
like
it's weird.
no,
I
dude, it's
wasn't
like
huge.
you ever heard Nux Taku? You ever heard of Nux Taku? That guy,
Yes, I'm familiar with Nuxtaku.
right? And it's like, okay, believe what you want to believe when it comes to politics, right? I'm not one to shame necessarily for that. But it's like, dude, you're a Jewish VTuber that lives in Canada. Like you're not exactly what the right's looking for when it comes to like top males, and like you're always and,
Yeah.
and it's like he's
Plus,
always
nobody
like
even knows what he
shame.
looks like.
Right, right,
He could,
right.
he could be like a little pipsqueak, and then all of a sudden the alpha chads that were listening to him are gonna be like, "Nah, not doing it for me."
That is a
I
that
don't know. I
is
have a hard time. I have a hard time like respecting anybody who's very opinionated, but then just will not show who they are. Because then it's like, well,
Yeah.
do you really stand on this? Do you really stand on business, or or are you just doing this as a, kind of a plight?
Well, the funny thing is, the guy from Smosh, I forget his name. I think his name was Anthony.
Yeah,
When he did
Anthony.
like the interviews with like all the popular YouTubers before Nux became a controversial figure, he did show up to interview, and you do see the body, you do see his body. It's just like his face is covered by like his VTuber face, and he was a bit, if I remember correctly, he was a bit on the tubbier side.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I don't know. Yeah, it's just all weird to me, man. Like,
Yeah.
I experimented with a little bit of VTuberness, and it was just fun to figure out a way to get the character to start talking and moving.
Hmm.
And then after that, I was like, my audience is like, nah, we don't really like the cartoon version of you. Like, it's cool. It's cool that his hands move and stuff, but like, we'd rather just see you. Plus, like, I was a theater kid, so I'm
Hmm.
very expressive, and that's why I come in with the musicals and the singing and all that stuff. It's just how I'm kind of crafted to be like a bit of a character,
Oh yeah, yeah. So like,
And it's a lot less work.
right? And so like, what would you say has like really got you into like making content? Like, what first inspired you?
Nerd City was a huge influence of me, and
Hmm.
he's actually a good friend now, which is pretty mind-boggling to me because he's like someone I can always go to if I'm having trouble with something. I try not to bother him a lot because he's always
Oh yeah,
working on some major idea that he's doing, but he's someone
very
who
very
I've really
busy.
I looked up to for a long time, and
Hmm.
I'm trying to think who else was my obviously AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd James,
Dude,
he's huge.
angry video game nerd, nostalgia critic. I for like the
Nostalgia critic, yep.
first couple of years of YouTube was trying to replicate their style of content for the longest time.
Yep. And it's like I wanted to be Nerd City, but I'm like, dude, this guy, he puts months and months and months of effort into these videos. That's why they're
Hmm.
so good. And I don't have that time to do that. So I just try to be as I try to have decent editing when I do my stuff, but for the most
Oh yeah.
part, I'm just a face cam document. Well, I don't even know if I'm a documentarian anymore because like my videos are very like research project style driven
Hmm.
on whatever topic I'm interested in at the time. And like I've gone all the way from investigating dramas and exposing dramas, like specific ones. And then next thing you know, I'm talking about monster truck racing from the 80s that I was into as a kid.
Oh hell
And
yeah.
yeah, it's just like I'm kind of all over the place, and I don't
Hmm.
really. But my biggest video, the most popular one I ever did, was on John Walker from Marvel, like
Oh
doing
really?
breaking down his character and why I think his character is so great, and why everybody's taken to his character in the MCU so much because he's kind of written as like supposed to be like a hateable guy, yet everybody freaking loves him and thinks he's such a badass.
Right, and then like you look at his actions, specifically in like the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and just like I mean like I get like it's a bad thing that he killed that guy, but he's also like Captain America killed people too. Like
Yeah, what
like
happened to that?
it's
Like,
war.
like John kills one guy, he's the enemy, and then Captain America killed several people during World War II, but he's fine, he's a hero.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think that's what people realize, but the writers can't think further than the next page, and um,
Well, didn't he got he they kind of were starting to redeem him a bit in what's it called?
the latest movie, Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, there you go, the Thunderbolts.
Well, he was actually redeemed in Falcon and Winter Soldier when even after he gets stripped of the Captain America mantle, he still shows up to try to get revenge for his dead friend, which everybody seems to forget that they killed Lamar right in front of him, who was like his
Yeah.
combat bestie, and then even he could go catch the girl right then and there, or he could save the people who are about to fall to their death who are stuck in the truck, and he ends up choosing the truck. And the whole time he's doing that, the flag smashers are attacking him, trying to
Hmm.
let him drop the truck. And like it's just little decisions like that that he's made that are what make him so impressive to me. And then on not only that, but like he was like, I'll be Captain America. I don't need no super soldier serum or nothing. I'm just a badass with a killer attitude. And I'm gonna and he goes up to Anthony Mackie's character and Winter Soldier, and he does everything he can to try to help them. And even when they are treating him like crap, he still goes back and tries to help them, even after they
Hmm.
treated him like shit. Like that's somebody who I think most of us can relate to, and he's like the modern day version of like of a kick ass soldier, and
Oh
I
yeah.
think that was cool to see.
Plus too, you gotta think of like because like I mean people don't like having this discussion, but like for Marvel, America is like the Superman of their world. He is like the most ideal hero you can be
Yeah.
in the Marvel universe. And so like take up that mantle, obviously like it's and they show it in Falcon and Winter Soldier early on, but like it takes a toll to like try and live up to like what that symbol can be.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Blue Jay says Steve Rogers' version of Captain America was has killed tons of people. I don't know why people say that he didn't. Are we forgetting about him exposing Shield? Oh yeah, dude, when the Hydra agents took over and
oh
he just
yeah,
started
yeah.
murking everybody. Uh, all right, Daniel's crew, if you gotta dip out to go watch your baseball game, go for it. Oh, look who it is. It's K Huck in the chat. What's up, girl? You're more
Hey
than welcome
K
to pop in
Hawk.
here if you want. We're just talking about nerdy stuff because I'm here with Nerdy John. And Nerdy John's on face cam. Did you ever get that done, K Huck? I don't think so. Let's all win. Let's go, EG. No, I'm kidding. um, now we just couple of bros talking about some silly things that we liked when we were younger and state of the internet talking about drama. I mean, these are the funnest conversations I have, especially it's like the same thing I do with K Huck is
Mm.
when like we'll be like, all right, I'll come on for like 10 minutes and we'll talk about something. Fast forward 3 hours later, we're still going
Oh
like,
yeah, going.
yeah, and that's what I love about these conversations. Like I've interviewed Xylee, I've had
Mm.
Raymundo on here, Tipsters have been on here, and I always find a way to have like a million conversations. I don't know if it's my ADHD or what, but I just love the way the conversations kind of move in like waves, like where one subject will take you to the next subject, will take you to the next subject, and
You know, yeah, that's
um,
why I love like the radio style like live shows, which is like you sit down, you have a conversation, and you can get some good stuff out of it. I feel.
yeah, as long as and usually people who are typically doing this with microphones, like to talk, so it's a lot easier, and then I get to give and take. I get
Mhm.
to be like, okay, I'm going to talk about this, but you have an opinion on that too, which will trigger something that will make me want to respond. Same thing with Nerd City. When I got to sit down and have a interview with him, that
Mhm.
that was like, getting a chance to interview somebody who you looked up to for years, and has a legendary reputation online. Well, unfortunately, the weird attacks that he's been faced with the past year, which I didn't think was very fair,
Mhm.
because he was just ahead of the curve. Because now you see a lot of people adopting a lot of the same ideas that he had, but since he had him first and he was on a show with a couple other guys, he was kind of treated unfairly.
Mhm.
But just getting like the first time I talked to him was off air, and he literally sat and talked to me for like 3 hours, just let me
Oh, no
pick his
kidding.
brain as like a fan. And I thought that was really cool. So then when we went and did the interview, I did the interview with him. It was kind of a similar situation, but it was like me asking things as a fan, but also now it's like like a peer. And
Mhm.
he always has treated me as an equal. He's never treated me as like some nobody or shitter. That's one thing I love about the guy is he talks to everybody like, because you could talk to some bigger YouTubers who are kind of like, I don't got time for you, pal,
No,
But
yeah, and that's
Nerd City's
always the
always
intimidating
made
thing of
time.
like reaching out is like, am I gonna get like unrespond like am I just gonna get like unresponded? Am I gonna get like flamed for it?
Yeah, I think the biggest person I've spoken to aside from him is maybe Internet Anarchist, who did respond to me and told me he would give me an interview, and then I
Mhm.
just never heard back from him after that. But he
Um,
was the biggest. I've spoken to Pierogi of Scammer Payback a bunch. He was actually a friend for a little while, but after some of the stuff that's going on with him, he kind of dipped out of the Discord space a little bit. But he was
mhm.
always very cool. He offered me a lot of insights on how to grow my channel. I know what he said. I just haven't listened to any of the advice. So, or else I'd be in 1 million subscribers now. No, but
Right,
I
right.
just want to be me. I don't want to copy anyone's style.
Mhm.
I don't want to be like the next Charlie, although certainly love to be the next Charlie in my finances. But
Ah,
I want to be the
right.
first EG, and I think the best way to do that is just to let my
Mhm.
mind guide me into what I do.
No, yeah, cause like my when starting out, my main inspirations for like live streaming were like Tipster when he was still doing commentary, Augie at the height of like his popularity, Tommy C when he was like, it was towards like the waning years when I found him, but I still enjoyed his content. But like I love like and Dead on Dave, who I actually was a producer for about a year. That was fun.
EG, you would be amazing at Don't Stop Talking and Nobody's Head Explodes. Thank you, Summer. As long as I have someone to talk to, I think I would be very good at that. Give me K
Mhm.
Huck, give me Nerdy John, and give me a couple other people, and yeah, Nobody's Head will explode.
But
Yes, Pierogi has 8.5 million subs. He's by far the biggest creator I've ever talked to. But I mean, as far as people I've reached out, I also reached out to the fat electrician, but never got back. He never got back to me about anything. I usually I found taking chances online can pay off. And I don't mean like going out and disturbing people in public like Jack Doherty does,
oh
but
god,
sitting
yeah.
here in front of the microphone and just kind of like realizing that people pay attention to when they're being talked about, and if you're
Mhm.
fair, a lot of times that goes a long way with them. Because I remember the only reason I think Nerd City even talked to me in the first place was because I covered his like Diorio like going after him, and I was like, I don't think
Mhm.
Diorio is right in a lot of what he's saying here. It's like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And he happened to watch it, and he was like, I appreciate you at least being fair to me, because a lot of people it's so easy to just jump on me and attack me, but you were fair and you looked at my perspective of things, and
Mhm.
I appreciated that. And I think Pierogi felt the same thing. Is that it's so easy to get caught in this trap, especially in drama, of going out like, what a friggin'
Yeah,
loser, bro. Can you believe
dude.
this guy?
Well, like if I remember the pierogi situation correctly, his assistant who was helping him like with the translations and stuff, they had like
Hmm.
a fling going on. She was trying to expose him for it, saying that was like unconsensual, if I remember correctly, when it's like clearly
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, she would guide the conversation sexually when he wasn't, and then be like, "Look what he's doing! Look at
Hmm.
him! He's using his power against me." Even though she'd immediately be like, "My pink buddy" or whatever. Um, and Pierogi was also like struggling with like alcoholism at the time, so that's why he wasn't really
Mm,
thinking clearly. And as somebody who's been through addiction myself, I knew exactly how he was feeling and how low you are. And even though he probably loved his wife and would take a bullet for his children without a second thought, it's when you're in those dark days where you just want to feel anything different than how you feel. And that is,
mhm.
unfortunately, she used that against him. And she's screenshotting the conversations as they're happening, which is why she
Right,
was
right. Because
directing
I
him.
remember that was like what everyone noticed. It's like, wait, this is like this message says a minute ago, 5 minutes ago. It's not like she
Hmm.
scrolled back, right? And
Yeah.
like, because like if you're looking back at old messages, it will show the date that was sent to the
Yeah.
time even.
And she was screenshotting him the second he was sending stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's I think she wanted to, I don't know what she was thinking. And then Savannah obviously took that and you know what? And to be fair to even Hina, when she was doing the interviews with Savannah, Savannah was like guiding her with leaded questions, being
Oh
like,
yeah.
you need to feel angry. Are you angry? And Hina was like, no, I kind of miss talking to the guy. And she was like, no, but you should be angry. Like he's a predator now. And then was like,
He's an abuser.
yeah, he's an abuser. And that's when Savannah got like shit on big time. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a
Is
whole
she
big
still
mess. But
making
Pierogi,
content?
yeah, dude, bro, if you go over and check out some of the stuff she says, she takes shots at the commentary bros like every single video. Now, at
Oh,
some point, she'll be like, I
dude.
know firsthand how horrible commentary bros can be. And I'm like, you asked for it, bitch. Like, shut up. You know exactly what you were
No,
doing.
because
You
it's
were
just.
looking for a home run hit of exposing one of a massive YouTuber, and
Mm,
you sucked at it. So that's
yeah, no,
exactly what
dude,
happened.
it's just like I remember like the first thing that really got me. Actually, my first ever like 1K video was when I covered the Eugene Cooney situation when I was
Oh
still in
yeah,
college. And
yeah.
like I don't know if you remember who like Pastel Bell is.
I don't know who
Oh,
Pastel Bell is, but I did do a video on Eugenia Cooney before.
yeah, well Pastel Bell was this like crazy lady who was accusing like tipster Willie Mack of like being paid off by the parents to run defense videos for
Yeah, dude, they
Eugenia
always think you're
Cooney.
getting paid. Everybody swore Pierogi was paying me to do shit, and if he was, I'd never got a check.
Dude,
So,
yeah, it's like
any day now, sir. Any day now.
right, right. It's like I'll get paid. I would love to get paid to run defense streams.
Yeah, shit. Just an invite to people's call center. I'm down for that. Like,
Right.
just let me get in there with some of the bigger creators. But nah, he the only thing he paid me was just like a hey, here, thank you. And if you need any, if you want any tips on how to, grow your channel, I'm happy to help. That's basically he's never like told me to make a video in support of him.
Hmm.
He if anything, he's asked me to not like he's asked me to not go after the people who've gone after him. That's pretty much the only time I think
Hmm.
he's ever tried to um you know influence anything I was doing was by asking me to like not like
I
keep it going. Don't push it any further because they leave them alone and stuff, which I thought
right.
was pretty cool. Because you would think like someone who tried to take your career that you worked so hard for, you'd be like, crush them. Anything you need, we will finish them.
Right, right. Eliminate them.
Yeah, it was
Um,
never how he was.
I think if we go by numbers, I think the biggest person I ever talked to was Tipster. Because like I don't think I ever talked to well I've okay like I've been in like Discord calls with like people who now have like 200K, but like
Hmm.
that's just like like that was just like shooting the shit in like someone's Spurg Discord server, right? Um, I remember like the the story that got me to like the actually one of the times got me to like 100 concurrent viewers was during the Review Tech USA drama with his editor.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tippy's my boy. I talk to Tippy all the time. He's just I don't know. He's always been super nice to me, and even though I disagree with him a lot politically, he's always
Hmm.
been very nice to me. And like we've set up a couple of debates where me and him would like, uh, like take different perspectives, but then, I don't know if he just gets anxiety or whatever, but he never wants to do it when the time comes to actually do it. But he's always happy to like DM with me and talk with me, or come on if I want to talk about a video game or something like that. But Tippy's always been a very stand-up guy with me, and I think that it comes with people who've been in these spaces, have made friends, and then have their friends turn their back on them. Always tend to be much more, because when I did my interview with Tipster, he was like, he was very cautious. He was waiting for me to do like a
I
gotcha moment,
gotcha. Yeah.
and it never came, because that's not what I was after. I wanted to know more about like him as a person,
Mm-hmm.
and how he felt about those dramas, and how he felt about the way that people were treating him, and what it's like to have so many damn like videos made about you,
Mm-hmm.
exploring your history online. And I was like, you may be one of the most infamous men in commentary. And he goes, yeah, infamous for sure, not famous, but infamous. And he's dabbled with getting back into it. He still messes, like he does dip his toes into the drama sphere now again. And that's because I was in there being like, if you feel confident in talking about something, like, do it. Because he kept telling me, it's over for me. I'm not nobody now. I got like 7 concurrent viewers at any given time. He goes, I don't really want to do drama. I'm just happy playing video games. So it's like, that's fine, but it's not like you never had anything to offer, because you
Yeah.
obviously had opinions that people resonated with, or else you wouldn't have gotten to where you gotten in the first place.
No, yeah. I mean, like, they're like people were watching him for a reason, you know. Um.
Summer says Savannah's video was almost as bad as Orange Hoodie guys. You are more like a therapist. Yeah. I guess in a way I kind of am a bit of a therapist, because like I always like want to hear what's bothering people, and try
Mm.
to figure out our way through it. I don't know if that's like the recovering addict in me. It's like, let's talk about your problems and see how we can solve them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Let's get to the core of the issue.
Yeah. So how did that make you feel? How,
Right.
when your
Right.
dad was being so mean to you all those years ago?
No, like, dude, if I had the ability to get like some of the like insane people that I sometimes cover on the show, I would love it. I was trying to get Review Tech USA on during the height of that drama, because he was calling my show like the Circle Jerk podcast, because I was nice to his editor. I was giving his editor like a platform to speak his mind about everything that was going down. It's like, well, if you want to talk to me, I'll give you a platform, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like he forgets what it was like being a small creator, getting an opportunity to talk to someone who's in the heat of a drama. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And I think that like he could have easily came on, and I'm sure you would have probably rather had him than his editor, but you were just grateful to his editor for being there. So
No, yeah, because it was a spur
you're
of the
gonna
moment
listen.
thing. It was a spur of the moment
Yep.
thing, because we were reacting to a clip of like Review Tech's live stream talking about it, and then Jay, the editor, was just in chat. It was like, "Hey, are you able to come on?" He said yes. It was went from there.
Janie says, more info from your guest, please. I'm so curious. What info would you like from our guest, Janie? Do you want to know what's your favorite color, Nerdy John?
Well, my favorite color is pink, as you can see over there.
I always think of Buddy the Elf. He's like, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? It's like from Elf. God, I can't believe Christmas is coming up right now. It's
I
nuts,
know.
dude.
I am not. Dude, I am not looking forward to the Christmas music on repeat at work. I'm really not.
It's like being a content creator is like the surefire way to start fast forwarding time. It's like I'm
Hmm.
almost like, slow the hell down. When I was an addict, dude, days would feel like years. But now that I'm like, clean and sober, it's like well, mostly sober. Sometimes I still have a secret, drink here and there, but it's like, you know, I don't have enough time in the day to do anything. I go to work, I come home, I'm instantly doing something that
Hmm.
revolves around the channel. I'm even doing stuff that revolves around the channel at work. I'll be in my tractor on my phone, like editing a video, like, and
Oh,
then
nice.
like the line that I'm drawing will just like curve off until like I'm like, well,
Yeah.
it's fine,
I
it's
mean,
good to
my
go.
job unfortunately doesn't really allow me to work on YouTube while I'm at there, but it's like I get as many hours as I can while I'm there. I get home,
Yep.
and then I try to keep myself busy with doing YouTube. Especially now, I'm trying to book more guests. Like a couple nights ago, I talked to a smaller YouTuber who was dealing with a copyright issue. That was like an amazing talk.
Yeah.
Because like I really love doing interviews. I'm not the best at them, but like just like you had mentioned earlier, like just talking to someone for like 3 hours and then um just getting like a really good conversation out of it.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about content creating too, is that you can always like talk content about like what it's like creating itself. You know, like
Hmm.
when I had Xylee on, I could have sat there and had her talk about all the dramas going on, but instead I started asking her about her creator journey. And I don't think that many people have ever like picked her brain about how she got started, you know, what she did
Yeah.
to keep going. And she's been like intertwined with Keemstar and like all those people for a very long time. And she's Xylie's always treated me very, very well, like a
Wonderful
big
woman.
sister.
Wonderful woman.
Yeah. And but she's not afraid to be like, "You're being an idiot right now, EG." And I'm
Right.
like, you know
Yeah.
what? You're
Yeah.
kind of right. I kind of am being
You
a bit of
you,
an
you
idiot
kind of
right
you
now.
kind of need that like harsh reality check once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, I pop in her stream, I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Yeah, I mean, right now she's doing all that local universe stuff, and I'm happy for her
Oh
because it's
yeah, get that
definitely
paycheck. Get that paycheck before it
yeah.
burns out.
Yep, yeah. And I don't know how much longer that show's got because how many times can you watch the same people fight before you're like, okay,
Right. I
enough?
mean, I like I give props to Keem. He's milking those cows for all they're worth, the man.
Yep. And he's making plenty of money, dude. He's making plenty of money.
Hmm.
Daniel Scoo says, "E.g., if you have to say it's a secret, it's a problem." That's what my therapist says. Well, I'm just trying to be transparent with you guys because I am clean, but I've never had a problem like drinking. And I don't even really like drinking.
Hmm.
If I do, it'll be like one shot. Like I had a beer and a shot last Friday when I went to the bar with someone,
Hmm.
and that was it. And that was the most I've drank it in phew, 6 months. So, and, you know, it's just not my thing. I don't really need to. I don't actually really like getting drunk. When I go to, we went to the Phillies game, uh, a few months ago, and everybody was getting drunk. I was a designated driver, and I could have drank more. I only had a beer, and that was it. And I was like, I
Hmm.
don't even really want this beer because I'm comfortable being me now. I like being. I'm more interested in what my next video is going to be. Like, if anything's my
Right.
addiction, it's probably like this: being online, having conversations, and getting to
Because
know
this is
people.
a fantastic hobby, that will let you like make some money off it occasionally, you know?
Yeah, I always tell people who are lost and don't really have. I was like, what are you interested in? Like, and if somebody says like true crime, I was like, have you ever thought about like making a true crime podcast? And they're like, why would I do that? I'm like, well, because you like true crime and you like talking about true crime, you can make a couple extra bucks talking about true crime if you just talk, if you just like
Yeah.
record yourself doing it, and
And
it'll
the
keep
people
you
who are
busy and out of trouble.
yeah, and the people who are dedicated to true crime will listen to the same story about the same case like from 5 different podcasts because they just love the
Yeah.
stories.
I heard EG likes to get very drunk while bottoming. And then Blue Jay says, I heard that too, Carla. You know
Spreading
what? Hey, do
misinformation
you
in the
get,
chat.
John, do you
Wow.
get bullied by your chat as much as I do? Because I get, you know, I treat these people like
Tipster does
class
come in
acts.
occasionally and bullies me. He'll like, "Hey John, did you ever heard of this?" And like, "No, Tipster, I've never heard of it." And then I look it up. It's like some gay sex move.
Oh, he comes in and tells me, I think he wants me to be gay. But
Yeah.
Tipster would love if I was actually about him. He'd be 100% down with that. But that's cool. I mean, I know it's playful because I know like when he originally did it, people were like, oh, is he coming to EG? Is this the beginning of it? I'm like, no, guys, he's just fucking with me. Like,
Yeah, he's just
relax.
he's
Like,
just
it's
he's just be a little troll. Just be a little
yeah.
troll.
Like if he really wanted to, he would come in and say something about like an opinion I gave if he really wanted
Right,
to start some
right.
shit.
Or
But
like
he
some
comes,
like do like a shady side comment.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So what else you got going on, John? What do you want to do? You know, in the future, where do you want to see your channel going?
Honestly, like I mean, ideally, I would love to do this full time, but like I would really appreciate. Well, I don't know, appreciate's the right word, but like I would love to get to a point where like I can do this part time because then I can like take less hours from work and then like be able to
Yeah,
focus on this more. But like really, it's just like because of like some stuff that was going on to me personally. I was like on hiatus for like months at a time when it came to like content this year, and I really want to get back into like doing what I love again. And like for past couple of live streams, I've been having fun. You know, I think like it's gonna be hard to get like that viewership, but like I think doing a morning show is a really good niche to have, especially since like unfortunately like Peepaw is not really able to do it anymore. I think the
Yeah,
only
the
other people
morning
doing
is
it
like
really is like
that's why
what
Chud
Lolcow
does so
Cafe.
well.
Oh yeah, yeah, because
Chud,
like I call that cheating though. It's cheating because it's the
well, he's
afternoon for him.
yeah, he's in Europe, so he gets the whole American East Coast, right? Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
You know, I get a lot of Cali. I get a lot of the UK people at 4 o'clock seem to flood in
Mhm.
here, but And Sarah, I see that. Thank you guys for calling EG a bottom for me. I've been lurking until now. What is wrong with you guys? I heard EG is
Damn.
the king of bottoms. At least I'm the king. You know,
But
you
like,
ain't the
if you're
king
the
of
king
some.
of the bottoms, are you like on top of like
That's right. I'm
like
on
the
top of
hierarchy, or
all the
are you on the
bottoms.
bottom of the hierarchy?
Dude, sometimes they get me so good. Like I'll be like, the only thing better than a bottom is a top, and then they'll be like, oh, so EG loves the tops, and I'm like, no, that's it, because he's a bottom. Like I'll walk into it and stuff, but
I
it's
know,
all.
but like the blow, when the insult's in like a dono, you know, it softens the blow a bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I should do now. Like, I will only address the bottom allegations if it's a super chat.
There you go. Really milk that.
Yeah. I do this thing like if we get to $50, I put an extra hour of streaming in there, and sometimes like it'll fly up to that like
Hmm.
like in the first 20 minutes, and by the time I actually get to the time where I got to cash in that extra hour, I'm like, like last night I was falling asleep on stream. If you go back, if you watch my stream from last night around the end, they're not even like mean about it. They're just like, oh, sleepy EG. Like, but if I was watching a guy fall asleep on stream, I'd probably be like, dude, get the hell off of the internet right now.
Right, right. I think unfortunately I like luckily it wasn't my own streams, but I did fall asleep. I have fallen asleep before in like K-Hugs live
Yeah.
streams. I'll lay back in my chair.
But she goes really late, right? And if you're somebody who has to get up early for work, right? And
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking to
I got to wake up at like some like 6 a.m. to get ready.
Yeah, I gotta get up at 5, and then sometimes I'll be up till like we'll be streaming till midnight when those hour extra ones come in, or
Mhm.
and I will literally, especially watching um body cams because I fall asleep to body cams.
Mhm.
So I wonder if that is triggering something in me to my mind being like, oh, you know this sound, EG. You want to go to bed. Here we go. One sec. I am not the bottom of all bottoms. All right. I don't know where you guys are getting your information, but it's bad. You guys got to get better sources. But thank you for being a member for 14 months, Sarah. I would say, going back to the comment you make, I would say that I am probably qualified as part-time, part-time YouTuber.
Mhm.
I'm partnered. I don't have a huge community, but the community I have is very dedicated, and they're amazing. Like they
The-
bust my balls, obviously, as you see,
yeah.
but they always end up coming through when it counts. And if anybody comes in here and gives me any shit, they're always very supportive. And we have a
And
couple all-stars.
that's the beauty of like being at this size and streaming, because like for example, channels usually our size don't really make a whole lot of money off of YouTube, you know, but
Hmm.
thanks to streaming, you know, like hey, you may have only made like $2 on this video, but hey, guess what, someone donated $5 to you, you know, so
Yep.
it's like, oh, you know, a little extra change in my pocket. It's very
The
nice.
minute you get to donations, you can start doing something. As long as you have people who care. If you
Yeah.
don't have anybody who cares, yeah, it could be frustrating. But you can make way more money streaming than you can posting videos. Because I've done videos
Hmm.
that have performed very well, and I'd probably get like for a video that gets like 20,000 views, maybe you get like $120.
Yeah, it
But
depends on the length. Like, dude,
yeah,
I was so mad at myself. My highest viewed video is not even 10 minutes long. So there's no like I think there's an ad at the beginning of it, but there's no mid rolls. So it's like, oh, all the money I missed out on.
so 8 minutes is the key there. 8 minutes, you can get a mid roll in there. But What really drives me nuts is I have a gaming channel right now where I'm producing like this whole show around like this monster truck racing league I'm in. Like, and I work really hard on these videos. Like, they look
Hmm.
like TV, and that's kind of what I've guided them as, is to look like a TV show. And YouTube literally like advertises the crap out of those videos. Not like putting them out there, but every 5 minutes there'll be a new commercial, and I'm not making a single penny from them. And all they're doing is like stopping the progress of the videos that I intended on them to be like quick and snappy so that
Hmm.
people can watch it and get out. Now they're getting like 4 or 5 up super sapper chat, sapper chat, super chat coming through. Here we go. That's right. But I don't know. I guess I got spoiled by being a partner and being like, I can control how many ads I put on this now. But
Right,
now,
right.
but I just also look at that as the more ads that YouTube puts on a video, the more they like it and think it's advertiser friendly, even if you're not making shit from it.
Hmm.
Oh, another super chat. I am not part-time bottom. I don't know where you heard that, but so you remember Dog Pack 404?
Oh my God, that loser.
Yeah, so we have a remember his third video where he's like, I heard this about
Oh
this
yeah,
guy, and I
yeah. Like
heard
I
this about this
heard.
guy. So now in my chat is nonstop saying they heard things about me because they're just doing dog pack where they can make the most outrageous
Oh
claim
my
as long as
God.
they can put I heard in front of it.
Yeah, yeah. So like I heard from the second cousin of the associate of this guy that
Yeah.
he but also too, like I don't know about you, but sometimes it's like I feel bad occasionally when people do donate or like they give like some financial support. That's why like for example, like I like having my memberships at like 99 cents. So it's just like, hey,
Yeah.
if you want to support the channel, you know, you're not breaking the bank. You can still like pay you for your bills this month.
Yeah, I have them at $5 because I think at the time that was the lowest I could make it.
Hmm.
But I'm greedy. What can I say? No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I just put it at $5. I was like, $5 is fine because I was gonna create a larger one. I was gonna create a higher tier where like
Oh yeah,
people
yeah.
could like I'll hop into a VC. Oh, another super chat. Hang on. You guys are trying to get an extra hour out of me. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like cuz like on my screen I do have like the stream elements stuff up and everything. And like I do have like technically a daily goal of like $5 total in donation, but that's not like a requirement for anything. But I do have like a goal for like getting new members, and I'm thinking of like the reward for that would be doing like an after show because I do have like um a Discord space in the server.
Yeah.
Where,
Is that it, Phallic? Is that 50? Are we doing an extra hour now with that little snide comment from Sarah? Sarah said I heard EG's a full-time bottom, not a part-time bottom.
yeah, dedicate
That's
to
your
the
thing, John.
craft.
That's what you need to do. Just convince your chat that you're a bottom, and they will go wild, sending you super chats, reminding you every 5 seconds that you are a bottom when you're obviously not. Look at me. Do I look like a bottom? I'm a super chat. I'm a top. I'm the toppiest top there is.
Tommy is top.
Yeah. I'm on top of the top. No, I'm not on top of the tops now. Oh God. See, that's exactly what I do, John.
Hmm.
And now I'm gonna hear about how I'm a top of a bottom.
No, you ever seen that Family Guy clip of like a kid's asking Stewie? So the kids at school are asking if you are top or bottom. They should not be asking those questions. That's got to be
Yeah.
like the $50 dono sound.
Yeah. Like I would be if I was gay, I'd be the manly gay, but they
Right.
insist on me being the feminine one. I don't know
Wookie
why.
Z with a 2 Australian. That sub goal is so tiny. I've never noticed. Oh yeah, because like I don't know. Like I would feel really scummy of it. Like if it like, was like taking up half the screen. You know, it's like guys, buy my merch. You know.
You got merch? I don't have merch yet. That's
I
something I
did
need to
have
do.
merch. I think it's all stopped now. I can relaunch some though. I want
Yeah, I did walk right into that. Yeah, John.
victim blaming at its finest. Wow.
Yeah. They don't know how to stop themselves, but you know what? Now they get an extra hour of calling me a bottom. I'm basically a prostitute for insults at this point.
Right, right. When you
We'll
really,
pay you to sit here and take this abuse, sir.
if you really think about it, is there any difference between us and OnlyFans models?
Yeah. I will go shirtless. I should set a goal that if like we reach like some obscene amount of money that I'll take my shirt off and I'll have to stream for the rest of the time.
Oh yeah, there you go. No, what you
That would
do
be
is you
pretty
make a
funny.
go like a dono goal for like a hot tub stream. Remember when hot
Yeah.
tub streams were like really big? Yeah.
Oh, another super chat. I only, I do not only like being bottoms. Okay, you could be a top, you could be a side.
What is a side?
It's like the guy gets left out because he's not like they're too into each other, so they kind of let like they told that person they could participate, but
Oh,
really
so
they're
it's like
kind
a
of just
cuck
trying
thing.
to, yeah, they're trying to like figure out where they could fit in, but the
Hmm.
top and the bottom are too into it at the moment.
Hmm.
It's like when you're convince your girlfriend that you want to have a threesome, but then you end up just spending all your time focused on her friend.
Oh god, God.
And then she never lets you have another one after that.
Right, right. Because it's like she gives you side eye.
Yeah, she goes, "Why are you focused on her? What? I don't know. It's different." And then I got poor Maya in here being like, "Quit picking on EG. He's a nice boy. He's a nice feller."
Jesus,
Oh my god,
who is a professional streamer?
another one. That's right, Daniel's crew. I am just a man who is a professional streamer, along with Nerdy John.
Yes, yes, 100% professionals here. We only
Yep.
run the most highest of quality shows on YouTube.
Yep.
The best shows, actually. In fact, I run the best morning show in commentary because we're the only ones doing it. And no, I don't count Lolcow Live. And no, I don't count Chud Logic.
There you go. You got to be American, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. It's
Genuine
Locale Live.
morning.
Is Locale Live a morning show now?
Well, Lolcow Cafe is. It's a spinoff show
Oh.
that Tommy C runs.
Tommy C runs Locale Cafe.
Yeah, he's one of the co-hosts for it. Keemstar hired him again, which
Oh
I
my
like.
god.
Like, hey, you know that's gonna crash and burn eventually for Tommy. So it's like, Tommy, get the paycheck while you can, because what I've seen, Lolcow Cafe makes decent money for being a sideshow. They all of those shows make decent money. Everyone's like begging to donate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't quite understand it, but some people who've been pay pigs have gone on to get their own shows, and I think that might be why they do it. I auditioned one time on Locale Live. I was on it one time. I've been on Locale Rewind a couple times because Xylee's had me on as a guest.
Oh, that's nice.
And I ended up like completely bombing because I tried doing like this Southern lawyer. I basically went on and did Matthew McConaughey from Lean on Me.
Oh,
It's
God.
like, this woman is innocent. I was explaining why Boogie was innocent of his cancer, faking cancer, because I was like, Boogie is a fucking idiot and he doesn't know any better. And this
Now
seemed like
listen,
a good idea. Yeah.
You look at this man. Does he resemble anyone intelligent to you? No, he does not. Therefore, the court has
you
to.
must have quit.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. I was like, look at him. He can barely take care of himself. Does this look like a man who showers to you? If he don't even shower, it makes you think he don't got cancer. Of course he thinks he's got cancer. He's probably got shit growing all over his body.
His blood's probably corn syrup because of all the Mountain Dew he drinks.
Yeah, and Keemstar apparently didn't find that very funny, which I thought was pretty lame because Boogie loved it. But yeah, Keem didn't find it very amusing. But at that time, he also thought I was like trying to smash links for some reason. Because I had links on my channel. He had no idea that I was there because Xylee was my friend, but not because links. Super chat. EG does not like donations that support his bottom habitats. I don't know where you got. Stop talking to Dogpack 404. He has bad information.
Yeah.
You guys got to find better resources.
Dude, it will. I remember when like his big thing was like supporting Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend, And then like all the Mr. Beast employees that he interviewed to go against Jimmy was like, yeah, she was kind of a gossip. Like
Yeah.
she just would say stuff to just start stuff. Like
I
that.
love that Oompaville of all people got that interview too. But he also brought like the who was it? Soggy Cereal got the interview to come in and interview the people, and then Oompaville got the Mr. Beast. Like Mr. Beast was distributing parts of his story to different creators, and Soggy did himself dirty by admitting that with or acting like he paid to go out there instead of Mr. Beast flew him out there to come interview everybody.
Um, I think what was the name of that chick? Rosanna Pansina. She was a
Oh,
psychopath during that whole thing.
yeah.
It's like, and it's like your reason for hating Mr. Beast is so childish. It's like, because like we have to understand the
I got
context.
first in hide and seek, and he put me as fourth. Like, yeah, it was
Well, no,
so dumb,
it
dude.
wasn't even that. It was like she did get like fifth or fourth place, but like I guess
Yeah,
in the editing they made it seem like she got seventh place. Either way, she wasn't winning. Like she didn't even win
yeah.
like a third place prize or anything. Like she lost either way. And then like she makes this whole big deal about how Chris Tyson, who is a creep by the way. I'm not saying he
Yeah,
isn't, but it's like
100%. I
but it's
agree.
like if you're gonna fire at him and say that he has like potential CSAM material, you have to make sure that you're doing it
Oh,
right
hang
and
on one
not
second,
include it
John.
in the thumbnail.
Now that's a new one. EG's a professional engineer. I went to the same school Mudahar did, so put two and two
Oh,
together.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
So, was it during that
So
brief time you were a foreign exchange student living in Canada?
yeah, that was a pretty big deal. You know, I know everything there is to know about nothing. It's pretty impressive. Thank you, though, guys. You guys, even though you're insulting me, I still appreciate it.
Yeah, that honestly that sucked seeing because like go briefly into it. Like I like I was kind of like I this sounds cringe, but like I was an OG Mudahar fan. Like I was subscribed to his channel when he was doing like the creepypasta readings and stuff. So this is like 13 like 12 13 years ago now.
Yeah.
And so like this dude is just like cannot help himself. And then like he goes back and forth on, "Oh, I don't want to cover drama." To like he covers drama. To I don't want to cover politics. He covers politics. And it's just like, dude, why?
He's a people pleaser. He'll say anything he can.
Mm.
He's like I'm trying who else is a major people pleaser? There was some other guy. Oh, who was that weird guy that did the music reviews that had that big crash out?
Brad
Uh,
takes some music.
yeah, they're the same. They're the same person. They just
Yeah,
don't want to
dude.
get in trouble.
Well,
Up,
I you know to
another one. See what happens if you just convince your chat that you're a bottom, bro,
yeah,
or fight with them about being a bottom. Oh,
yeah.
thank you, Daniel Scar. I know you never insult me. You're the sweetest. And Summer says, "EG merch idea. I heard, but you can customize what it says. You know how many shirts I'd sell
Ooh.
that say I heard EG is a bottom on the back? Why would I sell that to you?
Right, and then it's like it's kind of advertisement. Like, who's this EG guy? Whoa, is he
Yeah, and why is he a bottom? And then I'm gonna have nothing but gay men in my inbox being like, "Yo, what's up, bro? I heard good things."
just like, hey?
Oh my god, another one. Now they're just doing it to troll.
Of course. But
She said for $1.99, we love interrupting EG's bottom steams.
oh my
I think
god,
you meant to say streams, but steams is almost even funnier.
Steam's like I don't know. It makes it sound a little
Sounds like
grosser.
poo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's yeah. You're one of them bottoms that don't douche. They don't clean themselves before.
Yeah. You're two streamers, one cup.
Oh,
That's so great.
I'm not gonna get that image out of my head now.
Yeah. So John, what else you got going on? Anything you want to give to the people before we move on?
Oh well,
I appreciate having you, dude. You've been very cool. You're very fun to talk to.
thank you,
We'll have to
thank
have you
you.
on. We'll have to have you on again.
Yeah, I am gonna be doing a morning stream tomorrow. Because I go into work a bit later, so like I can do like hour and a half stream on like a smaller topic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm pro- I might continue with the Emaru story because I know there's supposed to be an update video done by a channel called Internet Versus that's been covering it. So if I have the time, I'll probably watch that, or I'll probably find some TikTok drama that was interesting. Oh, speaking of TikTok drama, did you see the substitute teacher one?
Uh, which one was that?
Okay, so this, you know what a stud is? Do you know what a stud is?
Aside from me. Oh,
Well,
hang on, another super chat. Y'all is crazy, wilding out tonight. What's up with this?
hell yeah.
Really? Daniel Screw says, I have nothing to say. I just wanted to hear the alert.
Hell yeah.
That's why you gotta have. That's why you gotta. Do you have like custom alerts as
I
your
I
thing?
did. I recently just like redid my entire stream set. So like I have to add the sounds back in, but like I had like stuff from like George Carlin, um the people from like Red Letter Media saying AIDS.
So I have a
Um
cousin who comes on here. His name's Chick Nugs. He's from Florida, and
mm,
whenever he comes on, he's the rudest son of a bitch ever, and he just comes on here and you know if he comes on here, that whatever we're covering is about to get absolutely wrecked. He's
oh
an
boy.
edgelord. He has no no filter, but he's the one who does my my alerts. So they like seeing him
Nice.
pop up. He's got a big blonde mullet. I swear he's not. He has no. He looks nothing like me. Everybody says he looks exactly like me, but I don't
Mm.
see it.
You if you were a Florida man, you know.
Yeah. Well, he's my cousin, so it makes sense that we would look similar.
Yeah, yeah. But
But
yeah,
go ahead. You were talking about
the
the
substitute teacher
TikTok.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first off, I have to explain what a stud is. A stud
Sorry,
is
John.
a masculine
There.
presenting. Oh, is there another dono?
Yeah.
Nice.
Carla Stop says for $5. I heard EG will only love me if I give him money, so I'm hoping he will love me now. I'm easily bought and paid for. So congratulations, Carla. As much as I loved you before, now it is true love, and our flowers are
Yes.
blooming.
Yes.
Yes.
Every man has a price.
Yeah, that's except
Um.
for bottoms. You'd never be able to pay. Okay, maybe you could pay me enough to call me a bottom for a night. I don't know. We'll have to negotiate that price.
Right. Right. Well. A stud is a black masculine lesbian. Right.
Okay.
So this stud, who is ghetto, does a TikTok where they're like substituting at a school where they're filming the students. They're filming the students and everything.
Hmm.
They're like really doing like really cringy like poses, like yeah, man, look at my chain, man. You know, like that type of deal. And
Yeah.
then there's a part of her TikTok where there's a group of students walking down the hallway, and then like one of the girls looks at her and she goes, "Damn, Shotty, these kids trying to take me down."
Yeah. I mean, TikTok's. Thank you, Daniel's crew. I hope they don't block you now. Um, the TikToks, TikTok is like if everybody had a live, like if everybody was the star of Truman Show. That's what I kind of feel like
Yeah.
TikTok is.
Yeah. I mean, like I like keeping my TikTok wholesome. I follow a lot of like pet people on there, but it's just like sometimes you get just like the lowest of humanity on TikTok,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah,
like
the other people in
these
the
people
trailers who were
exist.
like, God damn it, Jed, check this out. I'm on the topic. What?
You
Shut
there
up, Margaret. Give me a beer. I said I'm on the toxic. I can't get you a beer right now. God damn you, devil woman.
there
Get in here and
there are
make me
so
some
many
sandwich.
there are so many new lolcows on TikTok now, by the way. Like no one of them infamously is called like Nova is online.
Yeah,
And like he's just
Nova.
like he's a diaper fetishist,
Oh my God.
loves minors, and he's just like every time they ban his account, he makes a new one, and he talks about the trolls.
Yeah, I'm not shocked, dude. Oh my God. Well, sorry, John. Sarah. Sarah, I do not only take money because I from women because I'm a big bottom. That is not the only reason.
It's also
It's
because he's
one
a
of the
juggalo.
reasons, but it's not the only reason. And then she puts a million emojis so that this alert will go and go and go and
Right, like
go.
laughing face, laughing face, laughing face.
It's exactly what she did. Yep, rolling on the.
Yeah.
Oh, she switches it up. So she has rolling on the floor, laughing emoji, smiley face emoji, and then she almost breaks the AI by having so many.
Nice, nice.
Well, John, it was really fun having you, brother.
No,
I got
yeah.
some dash cams we gotta react to, and gotta give the people what they want. We're gonna be here for another hour tonight, so I'm in for a
Hell
long
yeah.
one. Luckily, I got some sleep. But everybody, John, tell them where to find you one more time.
Hello there, folks. Nerdy John here. You can find me on my channel, nerdyjohn.to2, where we do morning shows, the best morning shows in commentary. You can hear my sexy voice, all you want over there. Subscribe, and if you're feeling extra generous, become a member today for just 99 cents.
99 cents, guys. You can't beat that. nerdyjohn.to2.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I made that when I was like 14. I was like, oh, this will be a unique name.
I think you can change your at though if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. Thanks
Because
so.
mine was originally like my real name, music, and then
Oh
I was
no.
like, yeah. Once I started getting more attraction, I started talking shit. I was like, I should probably not let people know my real name.
Yeah, or like not include like an email that like has like your first or last name involved with it.
Well, I hope your thumb is getting some rest there, Daniel's crew, because you've been working hard today. Um, yeah, Blue Jay just dropped his YouTube in the chat. Everybody go over, give John a subscribe, show him some love, check out some of his videos. John, it was a pleasure having you on, brother. Any last
Same here.
words?
Uh, e.g., you're probably not gonna be beating the bottom allegations anytime soon, unfortunately.
I, I don't think so, brother.
Uh, that was fun. That was fun. Guys, by the way, same thing here. If you're new to EG, go subscribe over to on his channel, Blue Jay. If you can do the reverso and send people the link to EG's chat in to chat EG's channel in the chat, I would greatly appreciate that. Actually, hang on. I'm just where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'll just send you guys because we'll raid. We'll raid into him. We'll raid into him.
Okay.
Um, we'll go ahead and raid into him. Oh wait, Blue Jay is not a sub. It's not. It's not a moderator. I gotta make Blue Jay moderator. There we go. Blue Jay's a moderator now. All right, guys, but that is it for today's show. Thank you for all the lovely members of the channel for supporting me. And stay tuned for tomorrow's live show. It's going to be a lot of fun.